There are many who thank their stars when it came to the blast that took place at Rameshwaram Cafe, and one of them is Kumar Alankrit, who's with me. I mean, it must have been such a rude shock when you realized that you weren't at the Rameshwaram Cafe where you normally get seated there on a regular day.
Yeah.
And who do you attribute that to?
So I would like to thank my mom only. Basically, I took my dosa from the dosa counter itself, and then I stood up on the side 10-20 meters from the place where the bomb was placed. So I stood there and I thought to sit there only where I used to regularly sit on the daily basis. So I was about to step there, and then my mom called me, and then she told me, "Where are you? What are you doing?" So I told her I'm in a Rameshwaram cafe having some lunch or like that things. So she told me, "Okay, I was not able to hear anything. Can you go outside?" So I went step 10-20 meters outside, and then like. Seconds later, and I saw I heard a huge blast. It was so loud, ears people were holding their ears due to the pain, due to the blast sound. And then everyone were running. There was a smoke all around, all over the cafe. It was black smoke all around. So I went outside, I ran outside, and people were running outside only due to the explosion type of thing. So like we stepped outside, and then we saw people were running outside, and so we tried to help some people. Some people two elderly lady around in 80s were having all their blood all over their hands, and she was bleeding too much. And then one uncle was there. His head was bleeding so much in the front, from face blood was coming. His hands was completely burned. One lady was there whose clothes were ripped off to the explosion, and then her back was completely bleeding, and his skin was coming out of the body, due to the burn and due to the explosion things. So
When you saw all of this, I mean, you went inside Rameshwaram Cafe. I'm sorry to relive those details, but when you went inside, how much of a shock were you in? What really went through your mind? Can you give us a picture of that?
till evening only, 5 hours after that also, I was thinking, if I have stepped there only where I used to regularly sit only, then what would happen? So it was very shocking for me, that time of thing. But thankfully my mom called me, and I stepped outside of the cafe, and then I survived.
Are you the only son to your parents?
Yeah, and she's also software engineer in Bangalore only. So yeah, my mom told me, when I was in a call only with my mom only, my mom was knowing comfortably, he's telling that he's okay, he's telling that blast has happened, then that means he's okay only. So after half an hour my mom called me, what happened, everything in detail. So I called her, yeah, everything is fine, people now are in safe, police has also come, and hospital members has also come, ambulance has come, people are rushed to the hospitals, and now people are safe. So yeah, thankfully all this happens.
In fact, can you tell me a bit about yourself? Where do you work, and from where do you come from, and how long have you been living in this part of Bengaluru?
I am a software engineer with total 3 years of experience, but I'm in Bangalore from last 1 year only. Before that, it was lockdown. I was staying in my hometown, Patna only. So yeah, that's about me. From 1 year, I am staying in this area, in the Brookfield area. So yeah.
Can you tell me a bit about your tryst with Rameshwaram Cafe? I'm sure that has become one of your favorite addas when it comes to Bengaluru.
Yeah, Rameshwaram Cafe is a very what we can say, a very nice vibe of place. We used to go there to relax and have a nice time only. I used to visit around 3 times a week minimum. In the evening, I used to go evening time only, but today I have not made my breakfast by own, so I thought to go and have some lunch or breakfast type of thing at 11 or 12 o'clock. So and thus things happens. Rameshwaram, we have a very huge trust, and in fact future also we will having huge trust on the members of the Rameshwaram Cafe. They serve the very good quality of food in a very reasonable price, so it's a very nice place.
So you have fond memories over there, and generally Bengalurians have talked about how resilient they are, and they will come back with a renewed hope that Rameshwaram Cafe as well will come back in its original form. 100%. And will you still go to Rameshwaram Cafe at that time?
Whenever it will open, I trust that this time they will take care of the security things, and all the gates should be thoroughly checked before everyone has to be entered. But apart from that, I trust completely on Rameshwaram. The quality of the food they provide to the Bangalorean city is very good. So I have complete trust on Rameshwaram.
Thank you so much for that. So that was Alankrit talking about how Bengaluru is always resilient, and they would come back to have their favorite dishes at the Rameshwaram Cafe once again. Even though there are lessons learnt, Bengaluru will always come back in its original form, shining. With camera person Govind, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.